Heidi ho, chickadees! Happy hump day. It's Wine and Crime Wednesday. Please tell me when you come in what you're drinking. I'm feeling a little tired, so definitely not wine for me tonight. If I drink wine, it makes me really sleepy. I don't need help in that department, so it's definitely the old Dr. Pepper Zero tonight. Definitely needing to have the caffeine to get through the remainder of the day. I had a busy week at my new job, and so I got more busy stuff going tomorrow and Friday. So I'm happy to be here tonight with all of you. We're going to get back into Senator Nicole Mitchell. Oh my goodness. If you're new, Senator Nicole Mitchell is on trial. We're watching the replay of it. On trial for burglary. She broke into her stepmother's home in search of papers, in search of a flannel shirt, mementos. Not really clear what she was in search of. But what we do know is it was not a good choice. Not a good choice at all. So that's what we'll be continuing this evening. I feel like my camera's doing crazy things. Give me just a moment. Usually that will fix it. Not right now. Sorry, I don't know why it is. Let's try that. Nope. It's just doing a little craziness here. And yes, Kelly, our marvelous mod, says she was shoeless. Yes. Not that she came into the home shoeless. She had her shoes on, got in the home, and then took her shoes off. And she was creeping all on over the stepmom while the stepmom was sleeping. And then the stepmom woke up and went to get out of the bed, and she stood on the floor next to her bed. Oh. All righty. Let me say hello to some people. We already know that Kelly is here. KS Granny is with us this evening. Oh, Kristen is back with us as well. And yes, it was super creepy. That part to me is this whole thing has been on a very creepy level. So I have had some creepiness happen to me in my personal life, but actually business life. And I can tell you, it's uncomfortable when you feel or know that people are like lurking on you, like people in your real life, and they are lurking and watching all of your content and stuff. And yeah, it's a little weird. Like, I realize I'm out there and everything, but most of the people that are close to me are like, hey, I watched your live stream such and such night, or blah, blah, blah. So it does have a creepy factor when someone in your real life tells you that they had watched your content, but they didn't tell you when they were watching it. You know what I mean? It was like months later. It's weird, creepy. Blah, makes me feel gross. And good evening, Disney nerd. Thanks for coming on with us this evening. Oh gosh, I hope you have a fantastic time wherever you're going out of town. And I hope you have safe travels. And if you're flying, I hope your flight isn't delayed and everything is smooth as silk. Remember, if you're new here, even if you're not new here, everybody needs to remember, leave your DNA on the thumbs up for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet already, you should subscribe. You can also become a member and have our cool emojis. And if you're on Replay Crew, thank you so much for watching. Drop me a comment, especially about this kind of crazy case. It's not as crazy as some of the others, but it's a little odd. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, KS Granny, I'm not sure her elevator goes to the top floor either. Or as Mr. Demeanor would say, her cheese has slid off the cracker. Yeah, I think that's a possibility. Oh, Kristen, you would have asked which live did you watch? It was several. It was more than one. The part that I found creepy about it is I'm like, I think you're like a closet fan of mine. That's where the creepiness comes in, because I'm like, ooh, like just be an outward fan. But don't be a closet fan. Nobody wants anything or anyone closeted. Hi, Anne. Thanks for coming and joining us this evening. Alrighty, are you all ready? We're going to start with a body cam video. It's only about 15 minutes long, and then we're going to get into some additional testimony. Oh, you're driving, firefighter convention. Well, I hope you have a very, very safe trip. All right, let's get this party going here. I'm not sure where I'm going to put myself tonight, so I'm probably going to have to move all around like I usually do.
3037, copy word. What's going on? Still in the house. A lot of motion underneath the stairs. Sounds like he's trying to get outside through a window. What's up for? Where's he?
He's the other officer downstairs. We're trying to see some COVID off.
I feel like we may have seen this.
Police department. Underneath the stairs. So it's in motion now? Motion. Is there a way to get underneath the stairs? Sector 05, if you come up along those sectors along driveway right to the back of the residence.
Another bathroom.
Get on the ground. Hands behind your back.
What, I feel like we did see this. Y'all tell me in the chat. I feel like we watched this already.
Carol? Yeah? It's Nicole. It's Nicole?
Oh, Nicole.
I was just trying to get hold of my dad's things because he wouldn't talk to me anymore. She stole documents out of She's my stepdaughter. I didn't steal any documents. How did I steal documents?
Cool, what's your last name?
Mitchell. You had your aunt Nancy do it.
30 back route
No one
1015.
did anything.
Was there Nicole Mitchell in the house? Stand up. Check it.
No one stole anything here, Carol. I don't have anything on me. Tonight?
Got anything on you?
No. I have a flashlight. That's it.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, transition for 1015. 10-4 or 10-15. Back you can clear 10-33. 10-4 clear, 10-33 up 452. And I see a Nicole Mitchell in house. Is it Mitchell?
Mitchell.
Mitchell? Mitchell. What's your date of birth? 10-4, not finding one then. Huh?
10-10-1974.
10-10-1974. You got a middle name?
Lynn.
Middle name Lynn. Anything else in here?
No, there's not. No,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
She's gonna do what she's gonna do.
Okay.
My dad died.
Yeah, so I think we watched this already. So this is when she was going to get her shoes, because of course she doesn't have her shoes on right now. And for those of you that are new to this case or don't know, this is Senator Nicole Mitchell. She is a senator in Minnesota. And she has broken into her stepmother's home to retrieve, so she says, some mementos and such of her father, her deceased father. And it didn't go well. She had to drive 3.5 hours to get to her stepmother and father's home. And in that amount of time, she still didn't change her mind and say, maybe this is not the greatest choice that I'm making right here. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. So I'm going to skip this because I feel like we did watch this on Monday night. If you didn't see Monday night, you should go back because there is a lot more body cam footage. She claims through a majority of this that her stepmother is in the severe decline from Alzheimer's. And we all watched Stepmom and we did not get that vibe. So go back and watch Monday. You can do it out of order. It's not going to be that big a deal. But I'm going to go ahead and take us to the next
too. It was pretty short
segment that we're going to go over. I just am trying to find. Let me consult my notes because I know I have to go and start at 5:07. Okay. 5:07, Janet. Oh, yes. This is another law enforcement person. Okay. Let me entertain you. Okay. Oh, let me put myself over here.
On the stand so far. The fourth is about to take the stand here in our tape delayed format. We're about 10 minutes behind actual live events.
Exactly.
Is part of the agreement with having audio and visual coverage in
rational
the courtroom.
And lucid to me.
The first two witnesses on the stand, Dispatcher Joseph Robbins of the Becker County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, we're going to get into that, whether she's still a senator or not. We're just not there yet.
Of the Detroit Lakes Police Department, who responded, and his body, his body-worn camera video was
past this because we want to get to the actual testimony.
Being brought into the jail and interactions she may have had once that occurred. So here you go, Deputy Leah Honer of the Becker County Sheriff's Office now taking the stand.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Can you please state your full name for the record and spell your last name?
Leah Honer, Honer.
Ms. Honer, where are you employed?
The Becker County Sheriff's Office.
And what is your current job title?
Deputy.
Ms. Honer, where were you employed in April of last year, 2024?
At the Becker County Jail.
And what was your job title there?
Correctional officer.
As a correctional officer, what are your duties?
Like maintain safety and well-being of the inmates, doing well-being checks, when officers bring people into jail, doing the initial pat search, and end up booking them in on their charges.
Ms. Honer, do you have a document in your hand?
Yes.
Can you please make sure it's turned over and that you're testifying from memory and not any paper?
It's turned over.
Thank you.
She seems
So
terrified.
you just told us what your duties were as a corrections officer, is that correct?
Yes.
Were you working in the early morning hours of April 22nd, 2024
Yes.
at the Becker County Jail?
Correct.
Do you recall what shift you would have been working?
The overnight shift.
Young.
Do you recall a female suspect named Nicole Mitchell coming into custody that morning?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Did you assist with the booking process involving the defendant?
Yes.
Excuse me, involving Miss Mitchell?
Yes.
Isn't that the defendant?
Can you please walk us through and talk, explain what occurred as you booked in the defendant?
Well, when the defendant walked into the pre-booking area, that's where we were met by the arresting officer. I then instructed her to go towards the wall. We have like a brick wall with 2 red handprints on the wall, and to face the wall as she was handcuffed. Then I performed my pre-search, just looking for any like bulky weapons or any other bulky items on her person. Then once I didn't find anything of sort in that, I asked if she would comply if I took the handcuffs off. She stated she would. And then I performed more of a in-depth pat search.
When you perform that in-depth search? Did you locate any items?
Yes.
Did the defendant tell you what they were, what it was?
Yes.
What did she say at that time?
A flashlight.
Was this a traditional flashlight?
No.
Where were those gloves placed after you took them?
I then handed them to Correctional Officer Eric.
Ms. Honer, is the booking room equipped with video recording equipment?
Yes.
Was this encounter recorded?
Yes.
Did you have a chance to review that booking video prior to today?
Yes.
Was it modified down for efficiency reasons?
Yes.
Okay. Was the version you reviewed true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
I told you that it was marked Exhibit 8 in the court's exhibit system. Would you have any reason to doubt me?
No.
Your Honor, I would offer Exhibit 8 at this time.
No objection, Your Honor.
Exhibit 8 is received.
Would ask to publish, Your Honor.
You may.
Now publishing Exhibit 8.
Get over there, Senator. Put your hands on those red hands on the wall. Spread them. You gonna behave if I take these off? Not the greatest camera footage there. I mean, if you were trying to capture something, you surely aren't going to be able to capture much with this angle. Yes, she literally went to the house dressed like a burglar. Yes, she did. It's a giggly case. The best was when the one police officer found out she's a senator, and he goes, "She's a senator?" Still my favorite part of all of the body cam. It's like, yeah, she's a senator. Now, at some point, she sits there and she decides to sit crisscross applesauce. I don't know when that happened. It's, oh, there it is. Crisscross applesauce. And her shoes, even her shoes were black. Wow.
Ms. Honer, is it accurate to say those gloves were placed on the counter then?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know, and only if you know, was Officer Sternhagen advised of those gloves?
I do not recall.
After the defendant was booked and later on, did you have a chance to obtain some still photographs of those gloves?
I do not.
You did not?
No.
Okay.
Somebody else
Did you
did that.
and your
I'll bet.
team at any point research what you believe that item to be?
Yes.
What did you do? How did you research it?
I did just a basic Google search.
Okay, and what did you discover?
that it appeared to be relatively the same object.
Ms. Honer, I'm showing you what's been marked as Exhibit 9. Is that appearing on your screen?
Oh,
Whoops.
Sure not. Sure not.
I'm showing you what's been marked as Exhibit 9. Do you see that on your screen?
yes,
Okay. Is that the website or a picture of the website that you researched?
yes,
Is that a true and accurate photograph of what you found?
yes,
What are we doing,
Your Honor, I'd
sir?
offer Exhibit 9.
No objection. Exhibit 9 is received.
Asked to publish briefly, Your Honor.
You may.
What?
And again, Ms. Honer, this appeared consistent with the item you removed from the
Oh,
defendant.
flashlight
Yes.
glove. Gotcha. That's what this is.
That's it for the exhibit, Your Honor. Finally, Ms. Honer, I'm showing you it's been marked as Exhibit 13.
Exactly, KS Graney. Yeah, the finger flashlight thingy. It's like a glove with a flashlight on it. Oh my goodness, what are we doing here?
Can you tell us what this is?
an Amazon receipt.
An Amazon receipt.
Did you have a chance to review this receipt prior to court?
Yes,
Okay, and were you advised of where this came from?
yes,
Can you tell us where?
the defendant's attorney.
Is this a true and accurate copy of that receipt that you reviewed prior to court?
Yes,
Your Honor, I'd offer Exhibit 13.
No
Oh,
objection.
For
Exhibit
heaven's
13
sake,
is
yes.
received.
Let's publish it. There it is. There's the big old
Ms.
Amazon.
Honer, could you tell us what
Eve,
the
they
second
all
item
go
listed on
shopping
that
in
receipt
the murder
is,
aisle,
titled?
the burglary aisle.
Just the first part of
I'm
it.
surprised she didn't go to Lowe's.
the second item.
Yes, the second item.
That would be the toilet bowl cleaner with handle.
I'm sorry, the third item. Forgive me.
That would be the
Y'all, I don't know if you can see, but she also purchased eye cream for dark circles and puffiness, under eye cream, anti-aging eye bag cream, improve the look of fine lines and wrinkles. And she got a Power Stone pumice stone toilet bowl cleaner with a handle. And of course, you got to get your flashlight gloves. I mean, we can't forget those.
Mopey Joe LED flashlight gloves. Gift for men, him, dad, or boyfriend.
Exactly,
And
Chaos Created for the
apparent
morning
date
after.
on this receipt?
February 26, 2023.
Thank you.
You're right, Ann. You do need to look your best while you're robbing your family.
Ms. Honer,
Good
was
point.
uh,
She's got a rep.
your involvement in booking the defendant, did that conclude your involvement with this case?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Ringstrom.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Deputy Honer.
Afternoon.
You broke down your search into a pre-search and a full search. Were you the only female correction officer on duty at that time?
Yes.
Okay. So how detailed is a full search in that context?
That's going over like the waistband multiple times. They're wearing leggings. Sometimes leggings have a pocket on the inside. So you go feel through the leggings with your fingers and your hands. And then with that, you're basically just feeling over pretty much every like limb and more in depth.
Sure. And so you're I mean, when somebody is arrested, they don't have the same right to privacy. It's your job to be kind of physically intrusive and check very carefully. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
In the process of doing the full search, did you find that Nicole Mitchell had any other like garments under her normal garments?
Garments.
I mean, like was
under
she
her
wearing an
normal
extra pair of
garment.
pants or shorts underneath her leggings?
I do not recall.
Okay. If she had been, would you expect to have put that in your report?
Yes.
Was she wearing any men's clothing underneath the clothing that we saw in the video?
Not that I was aware of.
Okay. Did you see a flannel shirt?
No.
Okay. Besides the flashlight and her jewelry, and I guess what was the jewelry in question?
I do not recall.
Okay. Besides the flashlight and jewelry, was there anything else that you removed from Nicole Mitchell?
Her shoes.
Her shoes. Okay. And did
That she had
did
just
those
put
shoes
on.
appear to fit her feet? That is to say, they didn't seem that they were somebody else's shoes?
They appeared to fit.
Okay.
Weird questions.
Deputy Honer, did you take a picture of the actual flashlight glove when it was in the booking room?
I did not.
Deputy Honer, did you generate a report after someone else asked you to do so?
I did.
And was there also a correction officer, Eric Scott, in that room at the time?
Yes.
And you could see him. Did we see him on that video?
Yes.
Okay. So it's clear that he was interacting with Nicole Mitchell at that time as well?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Deputy Honer. I have no further questions.
Mr. McDonald?
Ms. Honer, are you aware, do you know if those flashlight gloves were retained?
I don't understand.
Do you know what became of those flashlight gloves that were recovered?
When I left the pre-booking area, I went and resumed my post at Rover, which is on the opposite side of the building.
This is not a hard
So
question.
Do you or do you not know what happened to those gloves?
I do not.
Okay.
There
Thank
you
No
go.
further questions.
Mr. Engstrom?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Deputy, you may step down.
You made that a little tougher than it needed to be. Okay. I am going to pause this and zippity doo dah us past to the next witness because we have these two dudes that keep talking and talking and talking. And I want to get us to the next piece of testimony, which I think is here.
Invasion, which to
These
many counts,
people.
it feels that way.
Yeah, no, it does. And then we would subsequently watch the body worn camera. But yeah, take a listen. I mean,
Yeah.
to the 911 tape here.
911 call.
911.
Somebody just broke into my house. Ran down into my basement.
What's your address?
Oh, 709 Granger Avenue.
Granger Road in DL?
Granger Road.
Becker 30 car for Activeburg, Granger. 37, party states, individual broke into their house and ran down in the basement, 709 Granger Road.
I don't know if he's breaking out the back window or what.
Did you get a look at him at all?
No, it was completely dark. I tripped over him. He was on the floor next to my bed. He ran downstairs into my basement.
Okay. Did you hear him breaking out the window in the basement?
I'm not hearing anything right now.
Okay.
He's pretty shook up on
Did it
this.
sound like he was breaking something?
I don't know. Maybe the window's already open down there. There's a basement, a drop window. Can crank open. I don't know.
stay on the line with you. Don't worry. I have officers en route right now. If you hear anything, just let me know what's going on, okay? Are you armed?
I have a little steak knife in my hand right now.
Steak knife? Okay. All right.
I don't see any, my yard lights haven't come on outside or anything, you know, the motion light in the back or anything.
Did you notice any vehicles or anything like that?
No, I haven't.
So it sounded like this individual broke in. RC got up and almost tripped over whoever's lying down inside the house before they ran into the basement.
Can you imagine? I mean, just
Okay, am I speaking with Carol?
you.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, she was really frightened.
No.
There's a drop window. She doesn't know if he's got it open yet or not.
On the back side of the house, yeah.
What's that?
Down on the back side of the house, yes.
Okay.
I just turned a small light on in my backyard and I'm trying to look out over that window. And
Did you hear or see any vehicles drive away?
no, I haven't. I just heard something and I went downstairs now.
Female police, she's
Okay.
set for. She believes she heard something else in the basement.
Is that police?
There's officers that just came outside your residence, yeah. You just came in there.
Okay. Hold on a second. Janet, here. There's a shop window in the back side of the house, and I don't know if that's how he ran down there.
Okay, I'll go down there. You stay back here. All right, Carol. You can,
Should I hang up?
yep, you can hang up.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so I saw somebody that said senator's attorney looks like he's wearing a wig. Okay. This has been bothering me, so I finally looked it up. I have to share with all of you because all I can see with her defense attorney is this. Do y'all remember Murphy Brown? This dude right here. This dude right here is the only thing I see when senator's attorney gets up to talk. His name was Miles on Murphy Brown. And everything about him screams Miles to me every single time. That's what on a Monday night I was like, no, what's the dude from Murphy? What's the guy's name? Yeah, it's him. So yeah, now you all can be thinking of Miles every time he steps up to question anyone because that's all I see. All righty. Let me get to the next witness here. Now that I solved that mystery, I think we are
right there with her defense attorneys at the defense table. And this officer, now deputy, will take the stand and
Miles.
presumably we'll see his body cam video as well. We resume our coverage.
Ethan Wolthe, last name W-O-T-H-E.
okay. So
Sir, where are you employed?
Currently employed.
we watched all of Mr. Wolthe. I can't even remember. I think it's Wothe, W-O-T-H-E. We watched his entire testimony and we watched his body cam. So I'm going to skippity doodah us past all of this because we all remember this Ethan Wothe, do we not? I'm going to get us to the next section. That's still Ethan. This looks like this is all Ethan. Somebody new. All righty. Just a moment. I'll get us there. Okay. Next.
Mr. McDonald.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Will you please state your full name for the record and spell your last name?
Benjamin Bruce, B-R-U-C-E,
Sir, where are you employed?
Becker County Sheriff's Office.
And what is your current job title?
I'm a canine handler with the Sheriff's Office
Oh.
Patrol Division.
He's a doggy
You're a
dude.
licensed peace officer in the state of Minnesota?
Yes, sir.
How long have you
Oh.
been so licensed?
Approximately 15 years.
Candace Bergen is related
When
to
did you
KS
first
Granny's
join the
friend.
Becker County Sheriff's Office?
August 2015.
Where did you work prior to joining Becker County?
In the city of Detroit Lakes.
Was that your first law enforcement job?
No, my very first was in Wyoming, Minnesota.
Hey, as long as you're hitting the
Wyoming,
like
Minnesota?
button,
Yep.
do that boost thing too.
Is that north of the metro, if I recall?
Yes.
Can you briefly outline your educational background?
I have a 4-year degree in criminal justice. I went to a tech school for the Academy for the Police side of things. And yeah,
When did you become a cape handler?
Yeah.
approximately those 2022 is when I went to training.
Okay.
Spring.
Deputy Bruce, I want to turn your attention back to
I
April
like old
22nd,
Benjamin.
2024. Were you working that early morning?
I was.
Do you recall what shift you would have been working?
I worked the overnights, so either 7 to 6 or 6 to 6.
At some point, were you asked or were you dispatched to a call in the city of Detroit Lakes?
The Detroit Lake City police officers were dispatched to a call that I assigned myself to, yes.
Okay, and why did you join that call?
For the type of call that was given out, which was a burglary, typically my canine partner can be assistance. People run, hide, locating
Oh,
suspects if
she's
needed.
lucky that didn't happen.
Can you tell us how it generally works, which agencies respond to which cities and parts of the county and such?
Yes, absolutely. So the city of Detroit Lakes obviously handles calls within city limits of Detroit Lakes. There's other smaller agencies as well throughout our county. Being a county officer, Becker County, we work closely with our counterpart agencies within our county, and we assist when able, besides taking our calls out in the county as well. So.
Okay. Deputy Bruce, will you walk us through as you responded to that residence here in Detroit Lakes? And let me back up a second. Do you recall what the address was?
I believe it was 709 Granger Road.
Okay. Can you walk us through your response that morning?
Yeah, so City of Detroit Lakes officers were dispatched to that residence for an active burglary in progress. Information provided to us at that time was that there was an individual inside the residence that had fled to the basement. There was also stated that there was no exit from the basement besides possibly out through a window. As I was still responding, Officers Sternhagen and Officer Wolthe, they arrived prior to me. They notified over radio that they could hear movement in the basement. And then just as I was arriving, I believe Officer Sternhagen stated that he had made contact with the individual and ended up detaining that said individual as well.
And it's a senator.
What did you do at that time?
So when I arrived, I got out of my car. Being that they were in the house, I went to the backyard just for a quick secondary sweep to verify that there was no one else that may be lingering in the back area. I looked very quickly just at windows that appeared big enough that someone could fit out of to see if there was any broken glass or if they were ajar. Same with the back door that was on that side of the house. I then entered the residence, saw Officer Wolthe talking to who I believe was the homeowner upstairs. So then I proceeded downstairs to find Officer Sternhagen.
Deputy Bruce, this sweep of the backyard, would you consider this a meticulous sweep for evidence?
It was very brief. Nope, I was strictly looking for people and for any entrance to that house.
Okay. And was it still dark out at that time?
It was dark, yes.
Did you locate any evidentiary items?
The only evidentiary items that I located would be later on after I was directed by Officer Wolfe to grab a backpack out of a window that he discovered.
Can you describe, tell us about that, how you pulled it out of the, and such?
Yeah, so Officer Wolfe, he found it while inside the residence in the basement. The window was super high. I wouldn't say high, but towards the ceiling. The bag was jammed in that window. Officer Wolfe tried to pull it back through. He couldn't, so I exited the house, went outside, and I was able to pull it outside that window, which was, it was a smaller window, and there was no egress per se, or what do you call the things that, the opening between the ground and the window. There wasn't much space there. It was ground level, so.
Did you interact with the defendant at all?
Correctly, no. I just stood and observed.
Were you equipped with a body worn camera that
Thank you,
morning?
Debbie.
I was.
Okay, was it operating?
Yes,
Did you have a chance to review your body worn camera footage prior to today?
I did, yes.
Was it true? Was it a true and accurate copy of your response that morning?
Yes,
I told you that your body camera was contained or marked as Exhibit 25 in the court's system. Would you have any reason to doubt me?
I would not.
Or at this time, I would ask, or I would offer Exhibit 25.
No objection, Your Honor.
25 is received.
I would ask to publish Exhibit 25, Your Honor.
You may.
Oh, boy. Well, Debbie, your question, why did she break in? Funny you should ask. It's a little hazy on why she broke in. Maybe to get documents, possibly bank statements, possibly a flannel shirt of her father's, possibly some mementos of her father's. We are not very certain. But she did a bad job of it, and she was way creepy about it. Way creepy. I mean, why did she even have to go into the poor woman's bedroom while she was sleeping? That's the thing I just can't get over. Yes, in Massachusetts, it is possible to have body cameras, and it's actually a good thing. Who knew? I'm going to zippity-doo-dah us past this loud, awful part. Golly. That's right. She wanted to return Carol's laptop and to check to make sure her phone was on. That's right.
Transitioning radio to Cedar 1015.
That's right. She also wanted ashes too, but then we found out they were buried.
Clear 1033. 10-4 clear 1033 at 452. And I see a Nicole Mitchell in-house. Mitchell. 10-4, not 591 then. Middleman one.
Thank you for the no spoilers, since we're on replay.
Senator from Minnesota.
Look into my house. She was sitting next to my bed.
Where's he at? He's downstairs.
This is him getting her shoes because
Well, because I was trying to get him off my feet.
Uh-huh.
asked when I started the question, and then I
Sure.
thought of that.
He tosses them over to her and is like, get your shoes on. Get your feet put together. Oh boy.
I've never done anything like this. You're gonna find it out. I'm a military commander, for God's sakes.
Well, you're the doofus that did this.
Severe Alzheimer, and there were just a couple of things in my dad's that I wanted to come get. Because whenever you try to help her, I don't care. She's not trying to help her. She's trying to get money. She kept publishing my bank account.
Go upstairs.
Having stacks of resources.
No, the stepmom thought it was a man that had broke into her house. No, the stepmother did not suspect her. And then all of a sudden she's like, Nicole?
I don't know. Yeah, this gets messed on here.
You're all good.
I haven't done anything.
Any windows over here?
Just put them in.
That window? Is her bag?
That's pretty. I don't know.
Yeah, stuck in the window.
Yeah,
Stuck her 30.
in the window.
You probably see what she is.
No,
Not in the house.
can you confirm that name one more time? You mean to go out and try to get it out? Yeah. I'll take a picture. Yeah, bye.
Hey, Jillian.
You can close that window.
I got the bag. We clear.
I also noticed a hammer on the steps. You might want to ask what's that going to help.
That's because old Carol was going to whack him. Whack him on the head with the hammer.
3705, where'd you say that hammer was? Steps, last step before the door. Yeah, I'll call you back in a minute.
I don't think we have much of zippity doo on us because he's just a huffing and a walking.
Mitchell. M-I-T-C-H-E.
She was going to play Whack-A-Senator.
Did you see it? The hammer out there? On the steps? Oh.
I have a hammer.
Oh, you got a hammer there? Is that yours?
Yes.
Okay.
For protection, yeah.
All right.
Yes, they were all very, very close for many, many, many years. The daughter and the stepmother until the father passed away.
I know it's your bedroom. Was there anything missing from there? All right, no, I didn't go through the backpack. I just no front of the car for you guys.
And that's when he finds the burglary list, the to-do list. And in answer to your question, did they fall out over the will? There wasn't a will. And I think there'll be testimony about that as we get further into this. Right now, we're just kind of establishing still with all of these police officers and law enforcement what actually happened that night. And then I think we're going to get into some background about everything else. So. Okay.
We had our call and free.
So, Deputy Bruce, at the end there, where did you go next?
We had our call in Frazee for another burglary in progress.
You testified you're a canine officer or handler? Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. What is your canine's name?
Derman.
Derman.
Did you have to
That's a big
utilize
name.
or let out Derman at all at any point in this call?
We did not.
Why is that?
It was pretty much all handled before I got there. So
You were, the defendant was arrested as you got on scene?
she was detained by Officer Sternhagen by the time I got there, yes.
Your role became more of supportive at that time?
It was supportive, yep.
Okay. And as you, just to be clear, as you walked through that backyard and looked in the windows and such, you didn't spot anything at that time?
I did not.
But again, were you looking, the depth of searching was not what you would normally do in a follow-up investigation, so to speak?
I would agree with that. I was looking directly at the building itself.
Thank you, Deputy Bruce. I have no further questions.
Mr. Ringstrom. Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Deputy Bruce.
Good afternoon.
It's Miles'
You
turn.
testified that burglary calls often need your services. A canine has possibly a special use in the kind of burglary calls that you find yourself responding to.
Absolutely, they have a purpose, yep.
They can find suspects who are trying to avoid capture.
Correct.
Canines can actually improve compliance with suspects as well.
They certainly can.
And as you testified on direct, Durham was not needed in any capacity here.
He was not. No.
Okay.
Derman, not Durham, not like Bull.
Have you watched your body camera video before testifying here today?
Yes.
Okay. You recall when you were going back up the stairs to go outside to retrieve the backpack, seeing the lock bar on the door?
No.
Okay. If the video shows that there is a bar, a support bar, holding that door closed, as long as that's on your body cam, you would have no reason to dispute that, correct?
If it was on my body cam, I would not dispute that, correct?
And if it's on your body cam that there's also a stool that's laid up against that door, you would have no reason to dispute that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You spent some period of time downstairs when Nicole Mitchell was detained. Did you have an opportunity to observe the environment at all or look around or pay attention to anything?
Opportunity, yes. Did I? No, I was watching the female, Miss Mitchell, with Officer Sternhagen.
Okay. You did not see then when you were down there any piles of like belongings or things that were stacked by one of the windows down there?
I did not know.
Okay. Thank you, Deputy Bruce. I have no further questions.
Mr. McDonald.
No redirect, Your Honor.
All right. And Deputy, you may step down. Again, watch your step.
Okay, and that's going to be the end of this particular clip of testimony. So let me get us queued up for the next piece of testimony. This is a family
About that.
friend that is going to be testifying. Let me get my closed caption on so everybody can follow along. All righty. Next, short little clip here of
About
this
that.
particular test.
She called me
Witness.
very early in the morning.
That wasn't me. I don't know what happened.
About the incident and asked me if I would come over and keep her company.
Did she say why she wanted you to keep her company?
I think it was because she was afraid.
How would you describe her demeanor when she
I think this is the gentleman that Carol called to be with her. Remember, Officer Wothy went back to the residence a second time. And when he went back, she said she had a friend with her and she said his name. I don't remember what it was, but that's who I think this is here.
contacted you?
She was pretty shook up.
What did you do when you got to her house?
She showed me basically what had happened, or described to me what had happened and what windows were involved.
At some point, did you walk into her backyard?
Yes, she did. We both went outside and I was looking at the windows and I happened to look down and see the pry bar.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
You may.
I sped it up a little bit. They're really slow. That was at 1.25 and it was still low. Slow.
Yes, I do.
What is this?
That's a pry bar.
Is this the same pie bar that you saw down in the windowsill?
I believe it is.
Mr. Headland, if you recall, what did you or Miss Mitchell do next?
I don't recall if she called the police again, but within a few minutes, somebody was there and I pointed out the pry bar to them.
When you say somebody, who are you referring to?
Oh, somebody from the Detroit Lakes Police Department.
Okay. Were you there when the officer retrieved that pry bar?
Yes, I let them get down in the window well to pick it up. I didn't touch it.
Your Honor, could I publish Exhibit 47?
You may.
Mr. Headland, I'm showing you Exhibit 47, which has already been received into evidence. Do you recognize this?
Yes,
Can you tell us what this is?
this is the egress window.
Is this where the pry bar was located?
Yes.
Did you, after that was removed, did you do something to this area, this window?
Could you repeat that?
After the pry bar was recovered, did you do something to this window, this area?
I didn't touch any of it.
You didn't clean out the leaves?
Oh,
Okay.
Weird.
Did either you or Carol Mitchell at any point touch that pry bar?
neither one of us did.
Had you ever seen that pry bar prior to that morning?
Oh, I did not.
Thank you, Mr. Headland. I have no further questions.
Mr. Ringstrom.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Headland.
Good morning.
All right,
What years did you
Miles.
serve in the Navy?
I'm sorry.
What years did you serve in the Navy, sir?
1968 to 1972, active duty, Vietnam. And then after, I got to think about the year. I think it was 1980. No, wait a minute. 1988 to 91. No, I got to think. I was in the Naval Air Reserve for a spell as well, serving in Iceland.
I will make sure that I speak up loud enough. I understand hearing loss comes with being in the military.
Thank you.
Mr. Headland, it's my understanding that Rod Mitchell died in March of 2023. Is that your memory?
That is my memory.
It's my understanding that he died shortly after the two of you got back from an ice fishing trip. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Once Rod passed, were you able to go with Carol to any of her doctor's appointments?
No,
Once Rod passed, were you in a position to sort of help her as far as paying bills or doing any paperwork of that type?
no.
What?
I want to ask about the crowbar. You had just testified that you found or you saw the crowbar, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Had anybody else told you that they saw it before you did?
Oh,
So as far as you know, you were the first person to see it?
that is correct.
And what did you do? Did you immediately call law enforcement or did you tell Carol about it?
I told Carol about it.
Okay, so you were the first.
Yes.
What time was that, Mr. Headland? Just roughly?
Probably 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Mr. Headland, before that 7 a.m. when you saw it, you had been over at Carol Mitchell's house when some law enforcement was there. Is that correct? And if I'm wrong, I don't want to put that in your memory. Were you there? When did you first get there, and how long were you there? Maybe that's a better question.
I got there shortly before 7, and I asked Carol about more details.
Okay.
And she pointed out the egress window, and she pointed out a window on the other side of the entryway that the bag or some bag with some items were pushed out that window.
All right. Do you remember having a discussion with law enforcement inside of Carol's home, maybe in the kitchen area?
Nope, not in the kitchen area.
Do you remember any conversations with law enforcement inside the house? Maybe that's a fair question.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I don't think you had a chance to watch the body camera videos of that, but do you recall a conversation that you and Carol had talking about how Carol said Nicole never came to the house and you disputed that? Do you recall that?
Would you repeat that?
Well, I need to ask a cleaner question. That's my
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, you sure do.
Do you remember Carol saying that Nicole never came to the house and you responded, no, actually, Nicole did come to the house a couple of times?
I don't understand what you're asking.
Well, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm not putting anything in your mind that's not there. I guess the first question would be when law enforcement was there and we're talking about this whole situation, did you ever tell police that you had seen Nicole at Carol's house in the past?
That conversation never came up.
Okay. And so if there's a question about whether that conversation happened, we want to maybe look at a video if a video exists.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Do you remember how Carol Mitchell secured the doors or kept the doors locked or safe back at that time?
Normal lock.
Okay. She didn't have like a security bar or a safety bar jammed against those doors?
Not until after the incident.
Okay. So it only happened after the incident.
Yes.
Okay. So as far as you know,
I would
we wouldn't have
too.
seen any evidence of those bars before the incident.
That day was the earliest I had ever been at Carol's house, so I wouldn't know if she puts bars on the door, on the locks or not.
Fair enough.
That's,
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that clarity. Did you get to, I want to move forward after Rod's death. There was a funeral, but then there was a later internment. Were you able to attend the internment?
yes, I was.
Okay. And in your memory, who was there at the internment?
One of Rod's sisters, Carol and I, I think one of either Carol's sister or Carol's niece. There weren't too many of us. There were 4 or 5 of us. That was it.
Okay. But certainly you remember attending it, so Carol wasn't there by herself, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
She was very distraught. I drove her.
You did drive her there?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hedlund. I have no further questions. Mr. McDonald.
Sir, do you remember the date of the internment?
Okay, I had to look it up because y'all know I am like the vocabulary Nazi. Sorry. It is not internment. It's interment. That's what I'm listening and I'm like, it's not an internment. So I literally looked it up because they were saying it so often and saying it with such confidence. I thought I was wrong, like totally being gaslit in real time. And it is interment. Stop saying internment. That's when you put somebody in prison.
No.
Could it have been exactly 1 year to the date of Rod's passing?
Sorry, I
Exactly.
object to something.
Remember the
Thank you, Mr. Hedlund. I have no further questions. Mr. McDonald.
Sir, do you remember the date of the internment?
No.
Could it have been exactly 1 year to the date of Rod's passing?
It could have been 1 month to the date of Rod's passing.
1 month?
I didn't write it down.
Sure. Do you remember the year by chance?
Yeah, it was 23.
Well, Mr. Mitchell passed away in 2023. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And do you recall if his ashes were buried that year or the following spring?
Might have been the following spring now that I think about it.
Is it possible that it was exactly 1 year to the date of his passing?
Very possible.
Thank you, Mr. Hedlund. I have no further questions.
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Hedlund, you may step down. Thank you. Watch your step.
Okay. So let me make sure that I have this in the right order for all of you. Give me just a moment. Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. I just got us all snuck into the wrong spot here. So let me get us queued up to the next witness. And I got to tell you, this was not the easiest thing to try to find this testimony because it's kind of all over the place. Because like here we are again with this gentleman. I'm just trying to find where we need to be. So bear with me. This is yet another recording from the same individual. Okay, now we have a new person. All righty.
Sir,
Morning.
will you please state your full name for the record and spell your last name?
My name is Officer Douglas Vickmark. Last name spelling V as in Victor,
Another
I-C-K-M-A-R-K.
Sir, what is your current job title?
Currently, I'm a police officer with the Detroit Lakes Police Department.
How long have you been with the Detroit Lakes Police Department?
Since September 2014.
When was your first law enforcement job?
My first law enforcement job, I was with the West Fargo, North Dakota Police Department. Started there in March 2012.
Can you outline your educational background?
I have an associate's degree in law enforcement from Alexandria Technical College.
Mr. Vickmark, are you a veteran?
I am.
Are you still active?
Yes, I am in the Army National Guard.
What did you do, or what is your position within the National Guard?
Currently, I'm an operations non-commissioned officer, Sergeant First Class, with a brigade headquarters company. So basically, my job, I kind of assist in a team overseeing everything on the battlefield in front of us.
Do you have some training as an MP?
I do.
Mr. Vickmark, what was your title with the DLPD in April of 2024?
At that time, I was a special agent with the West Central Minnesota Drug and Violent Crime Task Force. It's a kind of a special investigatory position within the police department.
So sometimes also referred to as investigator within your agency?
Yes.
As an investigator at that time, were you aware of the arrest of defendant Nicole Mitchell?
I was, yes.
Were you asked to assist with some follow-up investigation?
Yes.
I want to turn your attention to April 25th, 2024. Can you tell us how that day started?
That day started, I was made aware by Sergeant Chad Glander that Carol Mitchell was on her way in to speak to an officer. as she still had some concerns from the incident that happened a couple of days prior at her residence.
And you sat down with Ms. Mitchell at that time?
Yes.
How would you describe her demeanor?
I would say she was still pretty scared of the incident that happened. If I could best describe it, I would say when a person gets scared and they still have a lot of adrenaline going through their system, she hadn't had quite that adrenaline dump yet, so she was still really agitated, still really worked up.
What sort of things did Ms. Mitchell tell you?
She told Sergeant Glander and I a little bit about her past relationship with Nicole. Talked about the passing of her late husband, Roderick.
Okay, what are we doing?
Did she indicate at that time how long it had been since the defendant had been at her house?
Time-wise, I don't recall if she had actually described an actual time, but communication-wise, she said it had been months since Nicole had reached out to Carol.
Oh
did
my
Ms. Mitchell
goodness.
express any other concerns to you at that time?
She
We're gonna
did.
be zippity
She
doo
was very
done.
concerned that Nicole's purpose wasn't there to necessarily get items. She was more concerned possibly that Nicole might be trying to end Carol's life.
What?
So, Officer Vickmark, after you spoke with Ms. Mitchell, what did you do next?
Sergeant Glander.
Hold
Chief Steve
everything.
Todd-
I gotta
She
back
was
that up. What?
Did Ms. Mitchell express any other concerns to you at that time?
She did. She was very concerned that Nicole's purpose wasn't there to necessarily get items. She was more concerned possibly that Nicole might be trying to end Carol's life.
Shut the front
Officer
door.
Vickmark, after you spoke with Ms. Mitchell, what did you do next?
Sergeant Glander, Chief Steve Todd, and I went to Carol's residence to attempt to look for further evidence at her residence.
What would it be fair to say that one of your other, well, what were some of your other objectives at that time?
Determine her actual point, or determine Nicole's actual point of entry inside the residence.
Mr. McDonald, I'm going to interrupt and ask the attorneys to approach.
Oh, Lord. Okay, hang on. Let me get us where there's actual testimony again. Let me zippity doo dah. How
We
weird.
had seen, and what was being reported was the window that Nicole Mitchell had accessed into Carol Mitchell's house was too small for a person to even get through. So we were trying to find an actual route that would have made sense to get into the residence.
Officer Vickmark, I'm going to show you what's been marked as Exhibit 60, excuse me, Exhibit 66 and 67. Do you recognize this?
Of the window that was originally believed that Nicole Mitchell had gained access to the residence from.
Is it a true and accurate reproduction of that photograph?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, I'd offer 66 at this time.
I have no objection, Your Honor.
66 is received.
It is the same picture, except it's showing the approximate height with a ruler of that same window.
67
Okay.
is received.
We
See
just-
this
show us.
Exhibit 66. Can you tell us what this is? Sorry, what's that, Ms. Sullivan? Okay.
I can't see how many inches that is.
Investigator Vickmark, I'm showing you what's been
7, 8, 9,
received as Exhibit
11?
66. Can you speak to this photograph?
Yes, this is the a picture with a ruler showing the measurements from left to right, the width of the original window that Miss Nicole Mitchell was believed to have gained access into the residence from.
If you're aware, sir, do you know where that belief came from?
I'm not exactly sure. I only saw the media posts online of them believing that was the window that it was accessed from.
You weren't involved responding that morning, fair to say? Okay. Can you tell us what your measurement was approximately here?
It's approximately 11 inches wide.
That's what I
And next,
said.
I'm publishing what's been received as Exhibit 67. Can you speak to this photograph, sir?
It's the same photograph of the same exact window, except it's the height measurement showing that it's approximately 8 inches
I
tall.
was gonna say.
Okay. And in speaking with Sergeant Glander and Chief Todd, what was ultimately concluded at this time?
Based on the measurements and also inside the photographs, you can see that there's some dust and other items around the
Didn't
window.
come in there.
We determined that no one had come into that window based on what was there and the fact that it just didn't appear that anybody could even have squeezed through the window.
So Investigator Bickmark, what did you do next after measuring that window?
From there, my job was, I was assigned as being the photographer. So I went to the only other possible source of or location of entry in the basement, which was an egress window on the southwest side of the house. I went to that window from the inside and began taking photographs of it and started finding dirt and debris around the windowsill.
That was going to be my next question. What did you observe when you, processed or looked in through that room?
As I was in the room, I noticed on the windowsill around the window, there's what appeared to be dirt and debris, plant-like material, small rocks, pebbles, sand type of things that appeared to have come from the outside to the inside.
Did it appear to be more than just common dust?
Yes.
Did you take some photographs at that time?
I did.
What would you describe the area that you photographed as?
A windowsill with a desk directly underneath the windowsill, and to the right of the desk was kind of like a white plastic storage.
Officer Bickmark, I'm going to show you a number of photographs.
Okay. We just want to get to seeing them. I don't need them to describe them and all of that. Let's just
Yes.
see what
Yes, it
they
is.
are. Show me.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, I'm zippity-doo-dying. Sorry, folks. But want to get to the actual evidence.
Offer
5 received.
identify each.
There we
All right,
go.
Officer Bickmark, I'm going to start with Exhibit 50, and I'm just wondering, as I identify each exhibit, if you can tell us why it was significant to you.
The first picture here is of the egress window that I had talked about. It's just kind of giving an overall picture of what it appeared to be.
And turning to Exhibit 51.
That's a more lighted photograph of the same window with a desk underneath it.
And to Exhibit 52.
This is starting to get closer to the windowsill, kind of as I was depicting me walking towards the windowsill when I first observed the dirt on the windowsill.
Exhibit 53.
This is the same windowsill, except it's showing the right side instead of the left side of the windowsill.
Exhibit 54.
This is a photograph depicting the same windowsill, except in the middle. It's also showing that the screen had a bow in the middle of it.
Garfield is gone too.
Exhibit 55.
This is getting closer to the windowsill, showing more of the plant and debris.
And excuse me, but Exhibit 56.
Same windowsill. This is on the left side of the windowsill, again showing plant and debris.
Exhibit 57.
Closer to the center, showing plant and debris material again, and showing a little bit of the bow on the screen.
Exhibit 58.
And the right side of the windowsill showing plant and debris material.
Exhibit 59.
This is that white storage container device, filing cabinet on top of the desk, showing plant and dirt material on top of it.
Exhibit 60.
A little bit closer of a picture of the same filing cabinet.
Exhibit 61.
Another piece of plant material on top of the same filing cabinet.
Exhibit 62.
This is moving down onto the desk, showing more plant and debris material on top of the desk.
Exhibit 63.
And another piece of plant material that appeared to be a small piece of wood of some sort or a stem.
64.
Probably the best close-up that I could get of the stem.
And finally, the
So,
exhibit 65.
They're
Small rock that
believing
was
she
inside,
came in
on top of the
this
desk.
particular window instead of the basement. Is that what I'm understanding?
So what did you do next after you had assessed this room individually or on your own?
Once I had I called in Sergeant Glander and I pointed out what I had located to Sergeant Glander. Chief Steve Todd came in shortly after that, and I showed him. From there, I went outside to examine the window from the outside.
And what did you learn at that time, sir?
Found that the window was open and the window wasn't locked and it was easily able to just be freely opened from the outside.
That would have been.
And did you continue, I suppose, hypothesizing with your colleagues?
Yes.
Okay. What did you discover next?
Through examining the window and the windowsill and the screen, I was able to find what appeared to be tool marks on the screen itself and on the windowsill from the outside.
Oh, you don't
Can
say.
you tell us what a tool mark is in your
Tool
profession?
marks, huh?
A tool mark would be something where you use a
Tell us
tool,
all
and
about
in
it.
this case, the tool scraped against a surface and caused scratches, something that wouldn't normally be caused by something else.
Officer Rickmark, I'm going to show you what's been marked as exhibits 68, 69, and 70. First, starting with image 68, is that a true and accurate depiction?
Yes, it is.
69
Yes, it is.
and 70.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd offer 68 through 70.
No objection, Your Honor.
Just to publish briefly.
68, 69, and 70 are received, and you may publish.
All right. Officer, I got a little ahead of myself here, but I'm backing up and showing you what's been received as exhibit 68. Can you tell us what this is?
It's the first picture showing the egress window from the outside of the residence.
And exhibit 69?
Walking closer to the egress window, showing just the condition of the window.
Exhibit 70.
And this photograph I took because in the original photographs, there were leaf material in the window area, and I took that photograph to show that the leaf material had been removed.
Are you, if you know, and if you don't, if you know, do you know who cleaned that out?
I do not know.
Okay.
Interesting. Somebody did.
Right. So you had examined the window and discovered pry marks, is that correct?
Yes.
Or tool marks, I believe was your testimony?
Yes.
Investigator Rickmark, I'm now going to show you what's been marked as exhibits 71 through 84. And I might need a moment.
Oh, Lord. All righty. We're going to zip
Photographs
it.
you took prior to today, is that correct?
Yes.
8 marked as that date.
21.
Again, explain their significance.
Show us the pictures. Oh, my
Investigator
goodness.
Rickmark, I'm starting with exhibit 71 through 84.
You may.
Okay, here we go.
Investigator Rickmark, I'm starting with exhibit
Oh.
71. Can you speak to this photograph?
From this photograph, I had entered into the egress window area, and I observed the left side of the window as you're facing it, looking into the window. I noticed that there was a piece of wood that was kind of sticking out directly below the window, and it appeared like it had possibly been, somebody possibly had put a tool there to pry down on it, causing the wood to kind of pull out.
Next,
Looks
I'm
that
showing
way.
you what's been received as exhibit 72.
Same window, same location, just a closer photograph of the same area.
73.
This photograph is showing, it's kind of hard to see it unless you zoom into it. I apologize, I'm used to seeing the photograph horizontal instead of a vertical way here.
If I change the orientation, would it assist you?
Yes, I guess it's still vertical, but there we go. It's hard to see it in this photograph here.
This is Garfield.
From the right side, you see two marks
This is
on the wood right
Garfield
as it
up
bends
here.
down. From there to the right of it, a little ways, and to the left of it, there are marks in the wood, kind of scratches in the wood going from the angle of it and up toward the screen.
Next, I'm showing you exhibit 74.
It's a photograph of the same area, again, on the bottom right of the screen, not the screen, the ledge where it bends, there's two marks in the paint with scratch marks that lead up towards, there we go. Scratch marks that lead up to where the screen would be at.
Investigator Vickmark, do you have the ability to annotate or circle on your screen, I believe?
I hope so.
Could you?
I hope so.
not sure what's happening here.
Oh, for heaven's sake. We don't know what happened.
There are marks there, and then marks there. Very fine scratch marks moving from bottom right to top left toward the screen area.
That's right, Ann.
Thank you. Are
Don't
you
get
able to
all
clear your
caught up
screen?
in all the cleaning.
Possibly. I guess I don't know how.
And can the record reflect the witness has circled various photographs on the exhibit, Your Honor?
The record will so reflect.
If I move to another exhibit, it might be a moot point.
Apologize.
Here we go. Oh, I guess not.
Oh boy. What are we doing, Mr. Prosecutor? Like, seriously, what are we doing?
Okay. Can you speak to this photograph?
This is my hand in gloves. I am holding my hands kind of, I guess, like the NDSU horn symbol, I guess, pointing out the distance between the left side of where the marks were originated from to the right side, just to kind of give a better view of where the scratches were actually at.
Exhibit 76.
We had removed the screen, and as I was removing it, and it was handed to me on the outside, I noticed that there was a large scratch mark on the bottom of the screen in that same area where the scratch marks were at on the windowsill.
Exhibit 77.
This is a photograph showing where the scratch marks were at. It's kind of hard to see here where the scratch marks are at, but they're from approximately the 10-inch mark to the 12-inch mark.
Exhibit 78.
Same picture, same area. I guess not same picture, but the same area, showing again the scratch marks extending from roughly that 10-inch mark to the 12-inch mark.
Exhibit 79.
The screen, as it would have been on the window, was taken off and it was laid down, and it was showing the scratch marks on the windowsill. They're extending from approximately the 9 1/4 inch area to about the 11 1/4 inch area.
Let me ask you
About
this,
this
investigator.
right
Did the scratch marks on the screen appear to line up with the scratch marks on the windowsill?
They did.
Next, I'm showing you exhibit 80.
It's the same picture, possibly a
Same
little bit
thing.
clearer of the screen where the scratch marks were
Scratch
at.
marks.
In the picture, you can see the deep scratch mark is right about that 9 1/4 or 9 1/8, I guess, mark. And on the top part of the screen where it bends, there's silver markings that appeared like a tool had been sliding across it at that area.
Okay, I think we got it.
Exhibit 81.
This one I'm not exactly sure about
Yeah, it looks like a
what the
mistake.
photograph is depicting. I can't remember anyways.
So nothing useful there.
No.
Exhibit 82.
This is that bend that I
Same
was just telling
marks.
about of the scratch marks. You can see that there's also scratch marks on the outside of the screen, right below the, I guess, the
Here
netting area of the
and
screen on the metal,
here.
leading up to the area where the marks were actually at.
And exhibit 83.
Oh boy.
This is roughly the same area. I noticed that little black smudge mark that was right there, possibly from a footprint or just a mark of dirt being lifted and put on there as somebody may have come in through the window.
And finally, exhibit 84.
And my fingers on my right hand, or sorry, my left hand, showing approximately the same location of the dirt marks coming in.
Strike that. May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
You may.
Based on the scratches and the marks that were on the screen, it made sense that the pry bar had been used to lift the screen up from the bottom, causing the bow in the screen to gain access to the room.
At some point, did you examine the pry bar closer?
I did. We took the pry bar out of evidence just to take photographs of it.
Okay. Investigator Vickmark, I'm going to show you next exhibits 85 through 88.
Yes.
Through 88.
We're going to zippity doo dah until he
Yes, I do.
actually shows them.
86, Your Honor. 86, Your Honor. Spin 8, Your Honor. But 80
Ends of the
about this photograph.
Okay.
This photograph is showing one of the ends of the pry bar. It shows that paint had been removed from it possibly
Transferred.
being used.
Next, 86.
Just kind of an overview photograph of the pry bar itself.
87.
This is the picture of the bent portion of the pry bar showing some marks on the end of it.
And finally, exhibit 88.
And this is a picture of the middle of the handle of the pry bar where it had been missing some paint that had been flaking off of it.
So you were at the residence first doing the window thing, but you were also there to speak to Miss Mitchell again?
Myself, I was more of just the photographer at that time. Chief Todd and Sergeant Glander were the ones that were mostly talking to Carol.
They may have been in a separate part of the residence while you were taking photographs?
Largely, yes. I was searching in various parts of the house that they were at, such as where Nicole Mitchell was found in the bathroom. I did look around the bathroom to see if maybe Nicole Mitchell had left anything inside there that other officers had missed, and just kind of looked through the residence.
Fair to say nothing additional was located?
No.
Were you present when the flannel shirt was shown?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, tell
And
me
how
about
was
a
that
flannel
identified
shirt.
to you?
I believe it was Carol Mitchell that actually pointed it out. I'm not
Oh,
100% sure on
really?
it. The location was you go downstairs, down the steps, you turn right, and there was a lot of Roderick's old clothes hanging up.
Roderick Mitchell's?
Roderick Mitchell's, yes.
Mr. Vickmark, were you present when Carol Mitchell described being awoken that morning?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Did she demonstrate for your team what had occurred?
Yes, she did.
Were you involved in this investigation after that date?
No, I was not.
Thank you, Investigator Vickmark. I have no further questions.
Mr. Ringstrom.
All right, let's get to some
Morning,
cross
Officer Vickmark.
here.
Morning, sir.
Come on, Miles. Let's see what you got.
Officer Vickmark, you, having been on a drug task force, I presume you have applied for and secured a number of search warrants?
I have before, yes.
Okay. And when you were acting in that capacity and acting as a special agent, did you have any separate or advanced training as it related to investigations?
Several related to drug and narcotics, yes. Just small continuing ed, 1 day, 2 day courses here and there.
Okay. Officer Vickmark, I want to sort of jump to maybe a question that I would normally ask at the end, but you testified to what you did in this case. Besides what you have testified to, did you do any forensic testing or request any forensic testing to be conducted in this matter?
I didn't relate it to pretty much all the evidence. The only thing that I asked was MOCIC, which is an investigatory, I guess, agency that covers many different states around the Midwest, to kind of help me out with Nicole Mitchell's cell phone. And then I also had sent out a administrative subpoena to Verizon to try to get Nicole Mitchell's information, who she had called, who she had texted, just that information for
Oh,
about a
yeah,
month
I'd
and a
like
half
to know
prior
that
to the
too.
incident, leading up to the incident.
I want to know about her googly searches.
So the forensic investigation that you had done would have been through the Mid-States Organized Crime Information Center?
Yes.
Okay. Did you conduct or see any other member of law enforcement conduct any attempt to secure fingerprints?
No.
Did you conduct or see any other officer conduct any attempt to secure DNA or other residue of that nature?
No.
Sir, Miles here, honey. I don't know if you've been paying attention to all of the officer body cam footage, but it appears that your client was in the residence unwelcomed and unwanted. I don't know if fingerprinting and DNA is really necessary since they arrested her in the home. I'm just going to throw it out there, Miles. I mean, you're the attorney and I am certainly not an attorney, but I just don't know if you've been paying attention or not. Ay, ay, ay.
Did you ever apply for a search warrant or a subpoena for Carol Mitchell's medical records?
No, I did not.
What would that have to do with the, now I'm just mad.
At the beginning of your
What would that have to do with the price of tea in China? Carol's medical records is going to change the fact that Nicole broke into the house with her burglary backpack and her burglary clothes on, and the only thing she didn't have was the Hamburglar with her. What is happening?
testimony, you talked a great deal about the windows in question. You weren't involved in the initial investigation, or you certainly weren't on the call. Had you had a chance before you came to Carol Mitchell's residence to talk to any of the law enforcement officers who were involved in the initial call?
I did, yes.
Had you developed an impression that Nicole Mitchell may have represented that she actually came in through that smaller window?
I did hear from the other officers that Nicole Mitchell had said that she had come through the window where her backpack was located at.
Okay.
Oh.
And those pictures are now in evidence, and we talked about those at great length, correct?
Yes.
And while stranger things have happened, there's really no realistic way an adult human of normal proportions would be able to fit through that window. Is that fair?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
The egress window itself, you testified as to the damage. Would you characterize that window as destroyed or functionally destroyed?
Functionally destroyed? I wouldn't say it's functionally destroyed. Just the frame had been starting to kind of rot away. That's how I would describe it.
Okay. And so whatever the person with the pry bar did, there was some rot and there was some decay in the frame itself that was separate from the pry bar activity. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a question. It's not meant to be a trick. Why did you wear gloves in your investigation?
It's just from my training and experience, just what we do, just to keep our DNA off of things and keep from contaminating a scene.
And similarly, why did you use, or why did someone use in these pictures what appears to be a very highly calibrated ruler to take some measurements?
I can't remember exactly where the ruler came from, if it was Chief
Highly
Todd's or
calibrated?
Sergeant Glander's.
It's
we
a
keep
ruler
rulers to show how big things are.
Okay.
Are rulers calibrated?
Did you have an occasion to
Am I today
touch
years
the
old
pry bar in
finding
question
this out?
when it wasn't in an evidence bag?
What's
No,
going
sir.
Okay. Would you have been wearing gloves had you done so?
Probably, yes, sir.
I'm still stuck on the highly calibrated ruler. I'm lost. Miles, you've lost the plot.
The evidence that you gathered and the testimony that you provided about that egress window, is it a fair statement that that evidence really concerns only whether someone got through that window and how they got through that window and not what happened inside the house?
Ay,
And I
ay,
think your mic,
ay.
cut out there.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Love of Mike.
But you did at some point go inside to the residence and look around and investigate?
Yes, sir.
Were you able to, from the inside of the house, determine, did you get to see sort of the areas around both of the windows inside of the house?
Yes.
Okay. When you did that, did you see piles of things or mementos that appeared to be staged to be removed from the house?
I guess I wasn't paying that close attention to it. The room with the egress window had a lot of like artistic type stuff inside of it. I don't know if it was being ready to be removed from the house or anything like that.
Okay.
Like
You
there
were
was
asked
stuff.
about a flannel shirt. Was that flannel shirt sort of placed close to one of the windows? Was it hanging up? What was your experience of viewing that?
It was located in, as I described, it was, you walk down the stairs, you turn right, it comes into a bigger room.
Yeah.
To the right was the small window. Straight forward would have been the bathroom Miss Nicole Mitchell was located in. And to the left was another wider open area that had a lot of items stored. Some of that area was a rack of clothes that was in that area. And his Roderick Mitchell's flannel shirt was located on that rack.
It was on the rack?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was in an area that was not like immediately adjacent to one of those windows?
No.
Okay. The interview that you participated in with Carol Mitchell, and that was at the police station, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You had testified that Carol Mitchell expressed a belief at that time that Nicole Mitchell wanted to take her life. Is that accurate?
Ding,
Yes.
ding, 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 ding.
Did
We-
Carol Mitchell express a belief that Nicole Mitchell wanted to get her firearm or get her gun?
How she described it is when Carol Mitchell was awoken in the night and she had rotated her body off and then found that's where Nicole Mitchell was at on the ground. In that area, in a dresser near where Nicole Mitchell was at, is where Roderick Mitchell's gun was kept.
Oh,
So Carol Mitchell speculated that possibly Nicole Mitchell was attempting to find that gun.
oh. Is that what you were talking about, Eve? Oh.
During your interview at the police station with Carol Mitchell, did Carol
Yikes.
Mitchell express repeated concern that Nicole Mitchell was also after money?
Yes.
This just took a turn. Wow. I don't think this is helping the defense's case. Isn't that who's questioning this particular witness? Is it not Miles that's still questioning? He's doing cross-examination. This is a really bad cross-examination. Yeah, y'all. Holy sheets.
Thank you, Officer Vickmark. I have no further questions.
Yes, sir.
Mr. McDonald.
Officer Vickmark, when you spoke with Carol Mitchell, did she allow you to look through her cell phone?
She did, yes.
Okay. And what did you discover at that time?
I was looking for any text messages or cell phone logs that she had received from Nicole Mitchell.
Did you locate any?
I did not.
Were you able to determine the date that Carol Mitchell had added the defendant's number to her phone?
I was able to locate, yes. And
Sorry, go ahead.
it was March 10th, 2024, the date that Carol Mitchell had added Nicole Mitchell's phone number to her cell phone.
And you manually had looked through the
I
phone
gotta
at that
back
time?
that up,
Yes.
y'all. I'm confused.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
it was March 10th, 2024, the date that Carol Mitchell had added Nicole Mitchell's phone number to her cell phone.
Okay, Carol
And you
added
manually had
Nicole.
looked through the phone at that time?
Yes.
And you couldn't locate any texts or calls between the defendant and Carol Mitchell?
No.
Did you note any, did you note other contacts that she had conversations with?
Yes, she did have several text message conversations that had been saved in the phone. One of them had been dated all the way back to July 2023.
Oh, you don't want to know how old my text
Thank you. I have no
messages
further
are.
questions.
Mr. Engstrom?
Thank you.
Drives my son crazy. I almost never
Officer
delete them.
Vickmark, you understand what a forensic examination of a cell phone is?
Yes,
You understand a cell phone can be subject to what's known as a logical extraction?
yes,
You understand that a cell phone can be subject to what's known as a physical extraction?
yes,
You understand what the word metadata means?
yes,
Metadata is data that reflects other things that happen on a digital device like a cell phone.
He
yes.
said he understood what it was.
You
Why
understand
are
that
you
metadata
testifying?
most of the time can only be looked at not directly through the interface of the phone, but typically through a different device like a Cellbrite, for example, correct?
Yes,
And a Cellbrite is a special machine that law enforcement uses to examine cell phones.
yes.
Ugh.
And if you had an opportunity to conduct
Cellbrite
a
again.
forensic examination of Carol Mitchell's phone, you would be able to see the metadata of when texts were read, texts were sent, texts were deleted, and things like that, correct?
Yes,
You would be able to see when contacts were added or removed, correct?
yes.
Okay. Did you subject Carol Mitchell's phone to a forensic examination?
I did not.
Okay. Do you know if anyone in law enforcement subjected her cell phone to a forensic examination?
I believe somebody did. I do not know which officer or investigator did, though.
Okay. Well, then we'll find out.
Oh, I bet we will.
Officer Vickmark.
Oh, I think
you
so.
The case agent in this case?
No,
During the pendency of this case, have you contacted me at all?
I have not.
Thank you, Officer Vickmark. I have no further questions.
What a weird
McDonald.
question.
Officer Vickmark, did you see the obvious signs that Carol Mitchell had deleted things in her phone?
I did not.
No further questions.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Then officer, you may step down.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let me zippity-doo-dah us to the next witness. Because it's going to be just a minute here.
You know, this video.
I'm going to pause so that you don't have to hear all of that. Oh, here. I was almost there. All right. Carrying on. I'm shocked about the gun thing. Holy smokes. Yikes. All right, what are we doing here?
Mr. McDonald?
Good morning. Will you please state your full name for the record and spell your last name?
Pamela Colleen Muxfeld. Last name is capital M-U-X, F as in Frank, E-L-D-T.
Ms. Muxfeld, where do you live?
Fergus Falls.
Are you from there?
I was born in St. Paul, but moved to Fergus Falls when I was like in first grade.
Ms. Muxfeld, how do you know Carol Mitchell?
Carol is my aunt on my mom's side of the family.
Your mother's sister?
Yes,
And what is your mother's name?
Dolores.
Dolores.
Are you aware how many siblings are in Carol Mitchell's family?
Yes, there's 6. They're the 6.
Is Carol Mitchell also your godmother?
She is.
How long have you known Carol Mitchell?
Since I was born.
I'm not going to ask you your age. Ms. Muxfeld, at some point, were you asked to take on a role for Carol Mitchell?
I was asked to become her power of attorney like in May of 23.
This will be interesting
You were
testimony.
obviously present and aware when Rod Mitchell passed away.
Yes, I wasn't present, but I was notified right away.
I'm sorry, but you were aware of the grieving and such.
Yes.
Can you explain, if you know, what led to Carol Mitchell asking you to become power of attorney?
After Rod's passing, Rod's sisters and Nicole were helping her to put the affairs in order. And so she just felt that it was being deceitful and they were trying to find out more than they wanted to do. And she wanted somebody else to take over that role. So she had reached out to my mother and asked her, and she told her that she was too old to take on that part and that I would be a good fit for that. So Carol reached out to me and asked me if I would be willing to help her. And I said I would do whatever I needed to do to make her feel comfortable and to put things in order.
And so that appointment as power of attorney was formalized?
Yes, and I believe it was like in early June that year in 23.
Can you tell us the sorts of things that you've assisted with since taking on that role?
We did some different things at her bank, just to making sure that things are being tracked and looked at properly. Helped her advise her on a couple of different things when she was moving out of the house. She had some questions, and just some basic answers, kind of as a sounding board for her when, she's been stressed or, things are complicated, or asking different questions of what she should do.
Second pair of eyes.
Is it accurate that Carol Mitchell communicates with you by text message?
Yes, quite often.
Okay.
I didn't have on my bingo card that this was going to be
Has Carol
fascinating
Mitchell ever
testimony.
expressed concerns to you about the defendant, Nicole Mitchell?
Yes.
Can you
I bet.
elaborate?
Through many messages, and I know that they were submitted also, that after either talking to her or they had conversations through text messages, Carol would feel uncomfortable. She felt threatened. She was scared, and different things of that sort, so she would reach out.
Are you aware of the probate court process that Carol Mitchell went through?
Yes.
Are you aware, did she ever express concerns about the defendant through that process?
She had concerns about it because she wasn't all aware of what the probate process would be. So she was, having concerns as to how it was all going to fall into place, why it was happening, and things of that sort. And I understood it that a lot of the probate stuff took place is because there wasn't a will in place, or on a couple of the insurance things that the beneficiary wasn't listed.
No beneficiary on his insurance? Sir.
Ms. Muxfeld,
Oh,
I'm going
boy.
to show you what's been marked as exhibits 98 and 99. Oh, we need to.
Right.
Lots of dead air.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is like the defense attorney in Brendan Banfield.
If it's not been received.
Correct. And so, but I think you need to give direction then, once you're making that request, to show the witness one more time.
Ay, ay, ay. What?
Anything improperly displayed.
What are we doing?
When you clear yours, then, sir. Again.
Nope.
When end at this time? Don't. Yeah. Go ahead. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we have you go back to the.
All right. This is a maybe about a 6 to 7 minute break that we're heading into.
Sure. We're going to zippity doo dah. I just am trying to find where she is again. Oh, for heaven's sake, we're back. Let's go.
Ms. Muxfeld, I'm going to back up a few steps here. Do you know Nicole Mitchell?
Yes.
How long have you known Ms. Mitchell?
I first met her when Carol and Rod first met, before they were married. And so we knew of her. I mean, she was around for some holidays, or if they came to town and things like that, for family events.
So you've known her quite a while.
Yes.
In the months leading up to April 2024, did Ms. Nicole Mitchell ever reach out or communicate with you?
She reached out to me in, I believe it was like in May or early June of 23, after her father had passed.
Would that have been your last conversation with her of substance?
Yes.
Now, the court reporter's got an issue.
We are not close.
Would it be fair to say you're not particularly close with Nicole Mitchell?
We are not close, no.
Moving forward to 2024, did Nicole Mitchell have any contact with you about concerns over Carol Mitchell's health?
Not in 24. When she reached out to me in May of 23, she did.
May or June?
May or June timeline.
But nothing in 2024?
Not that I recall.
Ms. Muxfeld, did Carol Mitchell reach out to you after her home was broken into?
Yes, the morning of.
Ms. Muxfeld, I'm going to show you.
Trying to be
what's been
patient,
marked
but I am
as
not a
exhibits
patient person.
98 and 99. Can you tell us?
It was a text message to me, the last part.
Just
All right.
two photographs of a link graph of that message. No
We
objection.
just want
You're on our
to
desk to.
get to the publishing. There we go.
Ms. Muxfeld, first of all, can you tell us the date that you received this?
Sunday, June 25th.
Do you know the year?
It was probably 2023.
This would have been.
Hang on a second, Mr. McDonald. Ms. Muxfeld, if you could speak up and just a little bit closer, you don't need to be right into the mic, but if you could speak up, you're coming across a little soft-spoken.
Okay.
I will read this to you so that you all do not have to be wondering. It says, "Hi, Pam. I am so worried. Nicole is determined to take me to the cleaners, I think. That hearing on July 5th is supposed to be virtual, but I am going to call my lawyer to see if maybe, and you, if you can, be in the lawyer's office to watch it. I don't care if she gets that CD of Rod's, and there are 2 checks from Rod's sister, Lori, that passed away from her estate. Nick can have," and I can't read
It would
it.
have been in 2023.
There's no doubt in your mind this message was before.
Into the
Okay, I can see it this way better. Nick can have them too, but the house and everything else is mine, and she will have to, and it is not available. So
Sunday, June 25th.
This would have been.
Hang on a second, Mr. McDonald. Ms. Muxfeld, if you could speak up.
It would have been in 2023.
There's no doubt in your mind this message was before Carol Mitchell's home was broken into.
Correct.
So we're talking about the summer of 2023.
Yes.
got it.
Could you read this message? And if you need me to zoom in, please let me know.
Hi, Pam. I am so worried. Nicole is
Janet.
determined to take me to the cleaners, I think. That hearing on July 5th is supposed to be virtual, but I'm going to call my lawyer tomorrow to see if maybe I, and you, if you can, be in the lawyer's office to watch it. I don't care if she gets that CD of Rod's, and there are 2 checks from Rod's sister's Lori that passed away from her estate. Nick can have them, but the house and everything else is mine, and she will have to.
And next I'm asking to publish Exhibit 99.
You may.
Okay. Can you please resume the remainder of the message that's shown on this text?
Everything else is mine, and she will have to wait till I die for anything from that, but I am scared. She has gotten so greedy.
Oh,
So, Ms. Muxfeld, would it be accurate to say that as far back as June 2023, Carol Mitchell was concerned about Nicole Mitchell?
Yes.
oh boy. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, Nikki. Tricky Nikki. What were you thinking?
Ms. Muxfeld, did Carol Mitchell ever relay any conversations to you about her biological son, Jonathan, and possible inheritance?
Yes.
Can you describe that conversation?
When I first met with Carol to go to her attorney's office to become her power of attorney, the will and everything was already taken care of, and it was just more so the finalizing it and signing it and getting those matters into place. And at that time, she had in her will, everything would be left half to Jonathan and half to Nicole.
Did Carol Mitchell ever relay to you any conversations that she had with Nicole Mitchell about that arrangement?
She voiced some frustrations that it was commented that since Jonathan wasn't her biological, or since he was her biological son that she had given up for adoption, that he shouldn't get anything.
Those were Nicole Mitchell's statements as relayed to
What?
you by Carol Mitchell?
Yes. And it was mentioned on
Oh,
numerous times.
Lord, if that's true, what a despicable person.
And fast forwarding to mid-April
Ugh.
2024, again, just to be clear, did Nicole Mitchell ever contact you or inform you that she was coming to check on Carol Mitchell?
No.
Thank you, Ms. Muxfeld. I have no further questions.
All right,
Mr. Reed.
Cross.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Muxfeld.
What you gonna
Morning.
do with this, Miles?
Ms. Muxfeld, when did Carol Mitchell get her own will?
I believe those proceedings started right after Rod had passed. That they had made up the new one. Whether she had one before that, I was not aware.
Okay. And let's draw a distinction, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
There were proceedings related to Rod's estate. Are you saying there was a separate legal procedure at Carol Mitchell's attorney's office to create a will?
I just know that one was being created to update the will so that Rod's name wasn't on it. I don't know if there was one prior to that with both of them on there. I never saw any of that.
Okay.
I was just with her when the new one was getting done.
Okay. And that was after you became Carol Mitchell's power of attorney?
Correct. I think that was in early June when I was up there the first time.
I mean, that makes
23.
sense to me.
But it's your
Oh my
testimony that
gosh.
Carol Mitchell does have a will,
Yes.
correct?
He didn't
Okay.
have a will. I should have one. This is a pain in the butt.
Roderick Mitchell,
Makes
however, did die without a will. That's your understanding?
Is that a yes?
Yes,
And I'm not asking you lawyer questions. You can answer only what you know.
Yep.
But is it your understanding that Roderick Mitchell and Carol Mitchell were legally married?
yes,
And so when Roderick Mitchell died without a will, I mean, she was the widow. She was the surviving spouse, correct?
correct.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Set it out, Miles.
And you never saw a document, whether a will or even a handwritten note from Roderick Mitchell about the idea that anybody but Carol Mitchell would get his money when he was gone, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And so whatever was going to happen with Roderick Mitchell's estate without a will was kind of going to be up to the court process or the court system. Is that your understanding?
I guess I always understood that if they were married and something happened with him, it would automatically become the spouse, which in this case would have been Carol.
Of course. Very good.
Yes, Ann,
Ms.
they
Muxville, I
were
wanna ask
married for
you about
decades.
the window of time from March of 2023 until April of 2024. And so really we're talking about when Rod Mitchell passes to the incident in April 2024, okay?
Okay.
During that window of time, did you escort or attend any of Carol Mitchell's medical appointments?
I did not.
I understand you are Carol Mitchell's power of attorney and have been since May of 2023. Did you ever become involved in paying Carol Mitchell's bills?
No, she takes care of that.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
you have any involvement in what charities she supported or what money she may have sent to anybody else?
No,
Mr. Defense Attorney Miles, again, this isn't helping your defense.
And you had testified that you helped Carol Mitchell move out of the house, but that would have happened after April of 2024, correct?
correct. It was in May.
Okay.
Ah,
And just so we're 100% clear, that happened after the incident that we're talking about here?
Yes.
All right. Your mother is Dolores Lindholm, is that true?
Correct.
And normally, and you correct me if I'm wrong, she would go by D or people would call her D? Okay. Ms. Muxfeld, did you ever suggest to Nicole Mitchell or to anyone else that when Carol Mitchell was not able to take care of herself, that she could live with your mother D?
Yes,
And your mother D is in fact older than Carol Mitchell, correct?
yes,
Would it be a fair statement that at least at some points in their lives, your mother D and Carol Mitchell were not always close?
they've gone back and forth with different things. Yes,
And in
No.
May of 2023, I believe it was your testimony that it was determined your mother, Dolores Lindholm, was actually probably too old to be Carol Mitchell's power of attorney.
correct.
Okay.
That's what she had told Carol.
Okay. So it's your understanding that your mother actually told Carol Mitchell that
Mhm.
your mother was too old. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right.
I hope this means something down the road because he's spending a lot of time talking about it. And a lot of
The impression
empty.
that you got from Carol Mitchell
Wow.
leading up to your becoming power of attorney was that Nicole Mitchell and her aunts on her side were being deceitful. Is that correct?
Correct.
Was it your understanding that perceived or actual deceitfulness was about like money and things of that nature?
I think that Carol felt like they weren't being honest with her, and she felt like things were being taken out of the house when Rod passed, and they were there to help with things and questions, and she just felt like everyone was doing everything behind her back and not letting her make decisions or do things that she was capable of doing.
Okay.
I get that. That would annoy me.
Had you been present for any of the conversations between Nicole Mitchell and Carol Mitchell?
No.
And you talked about how Carol Mitchell became uncomfortable with, I think it was the text messages and phone calls that she got from Nicole Mitchell. Is that correct?
Correct.
Was she talking about the text messages and phone calls she got from Nicole Mitchell in the context of feeling that that was deceitful?
I think she always felt threatened and she was scared because it was always asking things or like she was trying to take over things, wanted her to come down there and live with her. And she wasn't ready to make those moves. And she just felt like she was not being able to make her own decisions for what she wanted to do.
Yeah. Now, this is my word, not yours and not Carol's. Was it your perception that she felt badgered by Nicole Mitchell about this stuff?
Yes.
Like it was a lot coming from Nicole
Yes.
Mitchell? Okay.
This defense attorney. Am I the only one that is like, sir, this is not helping? What?
You recall your
doing?
You recall your last exchange with Nicole Mitchell was it sometime in the summer of 2023?
I believe it was in May of 23,
Okay.
ballparkish. I know it was after Rod's passing. And so she had called me one day and had some concerns about Carol and her health.
And that's a long time ago, but how long do you think that phone call was?
I'd probably say 10, 15 minutes, maybe.
After Nicole Mitchell made that call to you, and I think you said that the two of you really haven't historically been close?
Correct.
Okay. Were you able to follow up with Carol Mitchell's physicians about those concerns?
I didn't follow up with her doctors with it. I guess I just took my own take on it from dealing with her and being around her and seeing how her actions were, that I didn't have those same concerns.
Aha, we don't either.
Did you?
We don't either,
Did you
Ms.
follow in that
Muxfeld.
call, sort of check on Carol Mitchell's living situation, maybe to sort of adapt the home situation to be safer for her?
We'd been up there quite a few times. We'd been in contact with her and different things, and I never had any red flags that showed up. Like one of the conversations when we were talking was things were like in a disarray or things like that, and I didn't see that. The only part that was probably in a disarray was the back corner bedroom, which they'd emptied out a hutch and put everything into boxes. So that room was probably the only one that was in a disarray. Everything else was just how Carol kept things.
Okay. So, but it would be a fair statement that after the call from Nicole Mitchell, you didn't really follow up with other people to corroborate or to check on those concerns.
I had reached out to her friend Lori and her neighbor Penny and things like that, and just asked, we've all been kind of watching over and just if things seem out of the ordinary or things of that sort or any red flags that we've all been in contact and we haven't had those.
After Rod Mitchell's death, had anyone come to live with Carol Mitchell or stay with her on a regular basis?
No.
In your understanding, Ms. Muxfeld, who ended up with Rod Mitchell's estate?
Carol.
Okay. And by the time that process was completed, you were the power of attorney?
Correct.
Okay. And there was some talk in that text message, and we can pull it up if we need, but let's just go on memory that there's something about Lori or Lori's money or something like that. Do you recall that?
Rod had a sister, Lori, that passed away.
Uh-huh.
And from my understanding with Carol, that there was some checks that were sent to her siblings that were given to them. And so to my understanding, that was from her, whether it was some life insurance or she was, sharing some of her, whatever she had in her estate or whatever.
Okay. And you may or may not know what the amount was, but was it your understanding that it was some thousands of dollars?
I don't remember what the total was talked about, but I want to think there was a couple of checks for like $10,000 each.
Okay. Was it your understanding that ultimately that money did in fact go to Carol Mitchell when the estate was all settled?
I believe so, because it was rods that would go to Carol as a survivor.
Okay. Okay.
I'd like to
Thank
know
you, Ms.
whether
Muxfeld. I have no further questions.
I'd like to know whether
Ms. Moore.
Carol is
Ms.
deceased.
Muxfeld, you referenced a couple names a moment ago, Lori and Penny. Do you know their full names?
Nope.
Can you tell us who those individuals would be? I mean,
Penny is Carol's neighbor right next door. They've lived next door to each other for many, many years. So they've always talked in the backyards and stuff like that. And then her friend Lori has been a good friend of hers for many years. I think they live like by Cormorant or something, but they've been very close for many, many years.
so would it be accurate that these two individuals are part of Carol Mitchell's social group?
Yes.
Okay. Friends?
Yes, very close.
Ms. Muxfeld, are you aware if Carol Mitchell has any delinquent bills at this current time?
I don't believe so.
Was not deceased then.
You are aware and she doesn't, or you're not aware?
I'm not aware that she has any, but usually she has said if she's gotten anything that she's called about, like if she's gotten something that doesn't look like an invoice. Like there was a magazine one time, and she's like, "Is this her invoice?" I said, "No, it's a fake one."
Okay. Are you aware if Carol Mitchell is subject to any collection type actions currently?
Not that I'm aware of.
And would she run these type of things by you if she had questions?
Yep. Yes.
Are you aware of Carol Mitchell being scammed out of any money to date?
Not that I'm aware of.
If she had concerns, do you believe she would again run them by you?
Yes.
Well, now, Ms. Muxfeld, you are the power of attorney for Carol Mitchell, correct?
Correct.
Does that power of attorney give you access to her medical records?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever accessed her medical records?
I have not.
Are you aware of any other individual who would have the right to access Carol Mitchell's medical records?
No.
Is that a no?
That's a no. Yep.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Ringstrom.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Muxfeld, again, by the point that Roderick Mitchell's estate was being dealt with in the court system, you were the power of attorney, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Were you aware of any bills that Carol Mitchell had failed to pay before the finalization of that estate?
No.
Okay. Were you aware of any bills that had to be discharged after the finalization of that estate because Carol Mitchell failed to pay them?
No.
Okay.
Proof, receipts, text messages, screenshots. Like, you can't just throw stuff like that out there.
Testified as to access to Carol Mitchell's medical records. You also have access to her financial records.
Correct.
When is the last audit you conducted of Carol Mitchell's financial records?
We met with Wells Fargo, I'd say early this spring. We were in contact with them and went back through things.
Spring of 2025.
Correct.
Okay. Speaking of her medical records, of Carol Mitchell's medical records, you did and have been aware of Carol Mitchell's diagnosis for Alzheimer's.
Correct.
Really?
And I'm not intending to ask you any details, but do you have any other family members, friends, or close personal acquaintances in your life who have dealt with Alzheimer's?
Yes.
Okay, so you are familiar with the progression.
Yes, I took care of my mother-in-law for 5 years.
And you understand that people with Alzheimer's can present in very different ways from your own experience.
Correct.
Sometimes people with Alzheimer's can appear extremely lucid and sharp.
Yep.
And in fact, Carol Mitchell has it's my opinion, you tell me what you think, has, I think, a very elegant and refined voice and way of speaking about things.
She does, yes.
What?
But that doesn't actually mean she always tracks everything that's going on. Is that a fair statement?
I think she has times where she's more flustered, so it seems progressively worse when it's not.
So it's your testimony that your opinion, it's not really progressively worse for Carol.
Yeah, I mean, it's a disease that's not going to go away, and we know we're going to see progression as it comes. I think stress and different things like that can cause days more of it. Then you see higher signs of it than the next day.
Thank you, Ms. Muxville. No further questions.
Mr. McDonald.
Ms. Muxville, since becoming power of attorney, do you feel like you've kept a close watch on Carol Mitchell?
Yes.
And are you aware of anything going on in her life on April 22nd, 2024 that would have required an emergent break-in to her home?
No.
Nothing further.
No further questions.
Ms. Muxville, you may step down. Again, watch your step.
Okay, so we're going to have frickin' frack come back on here and yappity yap. So let me fast forward and zippity doo dah past all of that. And I think
Laptops, one that was Nicole Mitchell's and one that was with Vic Mark, the two perhaps. So we're
2012. Enforcement
for you now. Of about 12 witnesses total for the prosecution. So we're going to replay that testimony for you now.
okay.
When
well,
was your first?
we do not need to see Mr. Vic Mark, his testimony again, because that's all about the window. I'm still zippity doo dah here.
Is Police Chief Stephen Todd taking the witness stand as the 11th witness for the prosecution in Becker County Court.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you please state your full name for the record and spell your last name?
Stephen Timothy Todd. Last name is Todd.
Sir, are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
Where at?
With the city of Detroit Lakes with the police department.
And what is your?
Did we see this guy? And yes, Ann, I completely agree. That was a good witness for the prosecution. She was very solid. I don't remember if we saw this dude or not.
I'm the chief of police.
Could you outline your educational background?
Certainly. I graduated from high school in 1991, and I went to college at Morehead State University, and I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, graduating in 1995.
Could you outline your law enforcement experience?
This doesn't
Certainly.
look like anything.
I started as a part-timer while I was in college back in 1994. I was hired with my first police job in 1995 with the city of Fargo as a police officer. In 1999, I went to work for Clay County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
I went through a few promotions at Clay County, finishing there in 2016 when I was hired as the chief of police here in Detroit Lakes.
You've served as the DL chief since 2016?
Yes, sir.
Let me just interrupt a moment here. Chief, the microphones are pretty sensitive. You have a pretty strong voice. If you could just move it back a little bit there. We might get to the
He's
I apologize.
spitting in it.
Chief Todd, I want to turn your attention to April 22nd, 2024. Do you recall that morning?
Yes, sir.
Were you made aware of arrest of Nicole Mitchell?
Yes, sir.
What is the, can you explain the chain of command in your office?
Sure. I oversee the department as the chief of police. At that time, at the time of this incident, there were 3 sergeants. 2 of the sergeants are assigned to the patrol division, and they work a patrol schedule with all of the patrol officers. One of the sergeants was at the time assigned to the investigations division and would supervise investigators and school resource officers. The officers report directly to the sergeants and the sergeants to me.
At the time of the defendant's arrest, did you kind of take an active role in this case?
I did.
Why is that?
The day of the arrest, there was a large number of media inquiries about the arrest due to the nature of the situation. So I became involved in responding to a lot of those. And then I also assisted just reviewing reports and body cam footage of the incident.
I want to jump ahead a tiny bit. Did you go to Carol Mitchell's house on April 25th?
Yes, sir.
2024?
Yes, sir.
Okay. At that time, did Carol Mitchell demonstrate to you what had occurred on the morning of April 22nd?
She did, yes.
Did she walk through being awoken and such?
Yes, she brought us to her bedroom and described kind of step by step what happened when she was awakened that morning of the call.
Was your body worn camera activated on April 25th?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you record that conversation with Ms. Mitchell?
Yes, sir.
Was it a true and accurate depiction of that interaction that morning?
Yes, sir.
And you had a chance to review that portion of it prior to trial?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, sorry, Chief Todd, if I told you it was marked as Exhibit 113 in our exhibits to
Publish it. Hey, Carol, how are ya?
Husband's my friend Jim here. Vacuum cleaner guy Jim left.
Hi, Carol.
Hi.
Jim, how are you today?
What do you
Carol, I know we didn't call ahead or anything, but would you be okay if we were to go take a look around the house and downstairs and look for
I don't mind.
any more potential evidence? We've got maybe a couple of things in mind that we are looking for.
Jim cleaned out that big drop window over there,
Yeah, we got all
where
the
that
leaves
fry bar was,
where
just to see if
we're-
anything else was in there, but it was just leaves and dirt. So,
While we're up here, could you show us your bedroom and where the person was that you stepped on?
yeah.
So now we know how the leaves got cleaned out of there.
She was laying right here with her hand.
Let me get up here with my body camera so you can describe it. Okay?
Okay, I see her.
Yep.
And she was laying right here. Her head was at that end and her feet at this.
Okay. Is there anything that you keep?
3 drawers under there, but there's
What do you keep in those drawers?
socks, underwear. You know, I checked to see if there was any. This is just empty box. I was checking to make sure that's just, you know.
Okay, just
But I did keep, for a long time, I kept my pistol.
okay.
And I'm sure.
So you
She
leaned up, you stepped out of bed and you actually.
Something woke me, and I sleep with earplugs, so I couldn't figure out what it was that woke me.
Yep.
If it was a loud sound, or if what. So I just, what was that? I stepped on and I stepped on a body, and it moved.
Yeah.
And I went, what the hell? And I jumped on like this and grabbed, because I thought it was like a little kid or something. I didn't think it. And then when it was bigger. Well, at first I thought, yeah, man was broken, but it was too small for a big man. So then I thought it was a little boy or some teenager got in or something. And then she shot out, ran out down the hall through the kitchen and down into the basement.
Okay. 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 I'll follow you now. Thank you.
Basement?
I'm going to catch flies with my mouth open.
Yes, I was right behind her. And I still thought it was a boy. You know, I never, until you guys told me it was Nicole, I didn't know. Okay.
Can you imagine? Y'all, like seriously, think about waking up in the middle of the night and having this happen to you. What a terrifying experience. Oh my gosh. Wow. Just wow.
So, Chief Todd, you were intimately aware of the defendant's arrest. Is that fair to say?
Yes, sir.
And you were aware when she was formally charged?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall which day that was?
No, I don't remember which date. I would guess it would have been the following date after the arrest, but
April 23rd?
yes.
Would it be also fair to say that you are aware of, when she had court proceedings and was released from custody?
Yes, sir.
Chief Todd, I'm going to show you what's been marked as Exhibit 114. You see that document, sir?
Yes, sir.
Generated teen at this time. Your Honor?
You may.
This looks like the
Okay, Chief Todd, I'm
arrest
going to direct you to the middle portion of this document. Does it state when Ms. Mitchell was booked in or began officially being in custody?
Yes, sir.
What time is that?
05:36 hours on April 22nd, sir.
Okay. Does it state when she was released from custody?
Yes, sir.
Could you read that time for us?
11:58 hours on April 23rd, 2024.
Thank you.
She was in overnight.
Now, Chief, you had testified already that you kind of took an active role in this case. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Given the defendant's title, did you continue to monitor things?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you observe, did anything else come to your attention later that afternoon after the defendant was released?
Yes, sir.
What was that, sir?
I was notified, and I don't remember by whom, but I was notified of a social media post that the defendant had put on Facebook.
Did you capture a copy of that, sir?
Yes, sir, I did.
Me too, Debbie.
Chief Todd, I'm showing you what's been marked as Exhibit 115, 115. Do you recognize that, sir?
Yes, sir. That's the screen grab that I made of that posting.
From which website?
Facebook.
And does it appear to be a exact replica of the screen grab that you did?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'm going to offer Exhibit 115.
No objection, Your Honor.
Exhibit 115 is received.
I would ask to publish, Your Honor.
You may.
Oh boy, let's see. Oh,
Could you read the defendant's social media post?
Sure. Regarding the recent news, like so many families, mine is dealing with the pain of watching a loved one decline due to Alzheimer's and associated paranoia. Over the weekend, I learned of medical information which caused me grave concern and prompted me to check on that family member. I entered a home.
grave concern again. I'm going to start classifying people based on whether they use the phrase grave concern.
I have come and gone from countless times in the past 20 years, where my son even once had his own room. Unfortunately, I startled this close relative, exacerbating paranoia, and I was accused of stealing, which I absolutely deny. Thank you to all my close friends and colleagues of both parties.
Wow,
for the kind
this
words
is
of support
painting
and for
quite the
trusting my
picture.
character even before I had a chance to respond. This has been a true tragedy for our family, and my hope is that it can return to being a private matter.
Oh no, ma'am, you got arrested.
Chief Todd, you
There's
had,
nothing
as
private about
supervisor,
that.
you had reviewed the body-worn camera footage in this case?
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah,
in your,
grave concern
did
equals.
this social media post appear to be consistent with what you had observed on the body-worn camera?
No, sir.
Chief Todd, were you made aware of any other statements that the defendant published?
I believe I attached a public statement later on, but I don't remember the date that that was made. I believe I attached another public statement by the defendant to the case file.
Chief Todd, I'm showing you what's been marked as Exhibit 116, 116. Do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell us what this was?
This would be that release from the defendant that I published later.
Again, you saved a copy of this?
Yes, sir.
Does it appear to be a true and accurate copy?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'm going to offer Exhibit 116.
No objection.
Exhibit 116 is received.
Your Honor, I would ask to publish at this time.
You may.
Oh boy, let's see what this one says.
I'm not going to ask you to read that, Chief Todd.
Oh, we're going to read it. Yeah, you know, we're going to read it here. Hold
and Chief Todd, you were-
on.
I'm not going.
Okay. While I cannot elaborate more at the advice of counsel, I can say I am extremely disappointed that the complaint lacks the complete information of the incident, including important context. For example, that I have known the other person involved in this incident since I was 4 years old and deeply care about her. It saddens me that some people are attempting to use a tragic family situation to score political points, and I am grateful to those who believe, as I always have, that everyone should be allowed the due process guaranteed by our Constitution. I am confident that a much different picture will emerge when all of the facts are known. I am as committed to any constituents today as the day I was elected, including important work for veterans and children, and I do not intend to resign. Senator Mitchell very much wants to address the specific accusations publicly, but understands that on our advice, she must remain silent. Contrary to what has been said and written by others, there is effectively no actual evidence. I'm sorry, I just glitched on the words. There is effectively no actual evidence that has yet been made public. Hang on.
To ask you to read that, Chief Todd.
Okay, I got to back that up a little more, I think. Litigating a criminal case correctly and justly takes time, and until those allegations are tested in a court of law, where the rules of evidence, the right of confrontation, and other components of due process are enforced, it is irresponsible to make hasty conclusions. Wow, that is quite the statement there. Okay. That's a choice. Okie dokie. We're gonna zippity-doo-dah
You were
past
present
that.
at Carol Mitchell's home on the April 25th,
Yes, sir.
and you assisted with what we've been calling as the point of entry investigation.
Yes, sir.
You were present when Investigator Vic Mark and Sergeant Glander made their observations and took photographs.
Yes, sir.
After April 25th, did you have any other active role in this investigation?
Yes, sir. I don't remember the exact date without my notes, but I did have some interaction with the Becker County Jail regarding an item that was on the defendant's person at the time of the processing. However, we weren't aware of that item until later on in the week.
And as chief, you've kind of looked over this whole case file, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And like with any investigation, there's a few items that you wish the state had, or the agency had done differently. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Could you just walk us through a couple of those things that, looking back, you wish you had taken charge of?
Sure. The item that was found on the defendant's person during her booking process was some type of a fingertip flashlight glove device. The jailers found it during the pat down and it wasn't saved. The arresting officer wasn't notified, so that item was lost and it was given back to the defendant during her out processing. I would have liked to have that item as evidence for the court process. One of the other things that I wished we'd have done different, I wished we'd have seized the defendant's cell phone. I don't believe we did. I would have liked to have had that for multiple reasons, but for a lot of data that may have been contained on that phone.
In the defendant's car, was it ever searched?
It was not. I would have, now that you remind me of that, sir, I wished we would have impounded the car and done a search warrant on the car to see what other items were there.
But all in all, fair to say you're proud of your officers?
I am. It's very rare in this part of the country to have an active home burglary occur when a resident is in the home. It's very rare.
No
and then
kidding.
For the officers to make an arrest in that situation.
Let alone
is
in
also
her
very rare.
bedroom.
So I am proud that the officers successfully made that arrest, and the basics of the criminal elements were met in their arrest.
Thank you, Chief Todd. I have no further questions.
Thank you.
Mr. Ringstrom?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Chief.
Yes, sir. Good morning, or good afternoon.
There was 2 active burglaries that morning, wasn't there? You watched the body camera videos. I know Deputy Bruce isn't in your chain of command, but you're familiar that there was another active burglary. He had to leave Carol Mitchell's home because there was another one going on at the same time.
I remember hearing that dispatched on the body camera video, but I don't know any of the details of that event.
Exactly, Kelly. And look at
Officers
that.
here in Becker
The
County
chief
reflect
discussing
that
the limits of an
burglary charges
investigation
happen
without
with some
defense.
regularity.
Yes.
Okay. Chief Todd, you watched your body camera video there. Carol Mitchell said to you that she first thought it was a big man, correct?
On the body camera?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And then she said, she thought it was a little boy, correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Are you aware whether there was a forensic examination done of Carol Mitchell's cell phone in this case?
I'm not aware of that, sir.
Okay. Are you aware whether Carol Mitchell's medical records were ever secured by law enforcement in this case?
I'm not aware of that, sir.
Okay. Is there any reason that you would not be aware of it if it in fact happened?
There's a lot of data with the case, but I think I would generally be aware of it if it happened, sir.
Why do they fixate on Carol?
Are you aware of whether there was a search warrant for Nicole Mitchell's phone secured at any time following her release?
I do not believe we did a search warrant for Nicole Mitchell's phone, sir.
Are you aware whether the Detroit Lakes Police Department coordinated with the Woodbury Police Department, where Nicole Mitchell lives, to execute any type of searches?
No, I'm not aware of that, sir.
Okay. Are you aware whether any law enforcement in this file did any search for fingerprints in this case?
I don't believe that happened, sir.
Are you aware whether any of Roderick Mitchell's or Carol Mitchell's possessions were found in Nicole Mitchell's possession following her detention? It's a complicated question. Is it your understanding that Nicole Mitchell didn't have any of Rod or Carol Mitchell's stuff when she was arrested or detained?
I believe she had one item that at the time we believed was Carol's property.
And that's the laptop, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And so if Sergeant Glander testified to that, that's been ruled out, besides the laptop, are you aware of any other possessions of Rod or Carol Mitchell's that Nicole Mitchell had in her possession?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, she got caught. I think she was searching for the pistol. I think Carol was
I
right.
have no further questions.
Thank you.
Mr. McDonald.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, and Chief, you may step down. Again, watch your step.
Okay. I'm going to pause here this evening because we have a lot that we still need to get to in this case. And so I'm going to warn you all right now. I have to start even later on Friday. It's going to be 7 o'clock Central Time is when I'm going to have to start on Friday. But it's a Friday night. Make sure you pop your popcorn, have all your snacks and drinks ready. I will definitely have mine ready because we're going to go. We're going to go and go and go. We may go until midnight or later. So come prepared, be ready to continue to be hydrated and do all the great things Friday night because we're going to do it. I can tell you that not Carol. Well, maybe it is. Hang on a second. Yes, Carol Mitchell's son will be testifying. Nicole herself will be testifying. We've got a lot of testimony that we're going to be digesting on Friday. So make sure you're ready. 7 o'clock Central Time. I want to thank all of you. Before I let you go, I did something because I'm preparing for Crime Con and I just have to share. I got my business card. That's the front. And, it's hard to see. Sorry. That's the back. I am all ready for Crime Con now. So I can hand these out to anybody that is wanting to find my channel, or there are a lot of other creators, and I want to make sure that I try to talk to as many of those as possible so that we can collaborate together. I can tell you all, one of the individuals that I have been speaking with in the socials, in the background where you all don't see, is Catch Up Court. I don't know if anyone has paid attention to Catch Up Court, but I am figuring I'll be doing something with him in the near future. And we have a lot of similar interests. He is across the pond. And so he covers different cases because their judicial system is very different than ours. Oh, KS Granny, I am so sorry that you won't be at Crime Con. That's okay, because I'm going to come back and do like a whole debriefing on it, just like I did last year. And the cool part about when you're there at Crime Con, you can reserve tickets for the next Crime Con, and it's way cheaper. And I personally, I'm not a big meet and greet kind of person. So I don't like to stand in the line and wait for all of that. I'm more like mingle around and I just do my thing. So I am excited to be there. I don't know if I will have my sister-in-law with me or if I will be solo. But I'm counting the days until I get to go. And thank you for the compliments on the cards. I thought I did a pretty good job designing that and coming up with it. So, woo, camera is really going wonky this evening. So make sure you leave your DNA on the thumbs up. If you were on Replay Crew, thank you so much for tuning in. And like I said before, 7:00 on Friday, I'm taking tomorrow night off. And we're going to just marathon this bad boy. It's going to be a Friday night special. What do I have it called? Hang on. I'll tell you what it's called. It's something like Funky Friday or something like that. Funky Friday Law Jam. And we are going to get it done. So plan on spending the evening with me on Friday evening. And in the meantime, it's Hump Day. It's also Earth Day. I hope that you all have been kind to Mother Earth today. But also remember that it doesn't cost a penny to be kind. So find someone to do something nice for today if you haven't already. And remember,